What's up, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Landaris from LNA Online. Back at you. Anyway, uh, I was up here looking at Seth, the lawn surgeon, and it came to my mind that, um, and I just had this with another customer too. So, actually, and when it rains, uh, grass do have to get cut after it rains. You can either sit there and let it dry out or wait to the next day. But in the lawn care world, I guess that's not, especially if you got a lot of yards, you can't really wait on it to completely dry. So you're gonna run into incidents that where you have to get that grass cut. You know, so I got the 36 um, inch Skag, and uh, I was up here listening to Seth, the lawn surgeon, and you know, uh, it came to mind that he has a zero turn too. So um, um, the Skag, even a day after it rains, you know, and you think some of these yards are dry, they're really not dry once you start cutting them. So what do you run into? No matter how slow you turn, no matter how you angle it and bag it up and then try to ease on into it, you're ripping grass because it's wet. And sometimes there's no way around that. So you might get some customers to say, hey, you tore up some grass, blah, 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 this and that. Well, I mean, when you deal with professional lawn cutters and we have this equipment, then every so often you want your grass cut, you're going to have to deal with some of this and we're going to have to try to adjust ourselves. So the question is, and I'm sure most lawn care people are not going to do that. If they got a nice sized yard, they not going to really bring out their 22 inch, or they might not even have a 30-inch Toro, whatever the case is. So they're going to continue to use their zero turn to knock that yard out. That's what I'm assuming. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm assuming this. This is my way of thinking. I don't think a lot of these guys are gonna jump off their zero turn and try to, unless they got a nice walk behind, they might pull that out if they got that option. Um, but me personally, I guess I got to be more cautious about, after it rains, what equipment I use. And I am becoming more cautious about that. So if it rains, I'm going to have to bring out the push lawnmower, because it's not as heavy. Even a 36 Skag is kind of heavy. Then you got 280 pounds of meat on there, you know what I mean? Uh, Sitting on top of that, that's adding weight to it too, So um, the machinery gets heavy and sometimes it tears up the grass. So I guess I guess I have to be a little bit more cautious about what I'm using, if I can use the walk behind, when it rains, the day after, uh, do I use the zero turn? I don't know. So uh, you guys let me know, what do you guys do like on days do it rain? Do you switch up lawnmowers or try to do anything like that? Um, do you pull out the walk behind? Do you pull out your 22 inch? Do you pull out your 30 inch? How do you avoid tearing up the grass the day after it rains or whatever, you know, because the grass is still not completely dry. So, and you got to get these yards cut. So, I'm trying to figure out something. I guess on my end, I have to suck it up and pull out the 28-inch Craftsman and do the yard that way. You know, at least the yard. You know, some of these backfields and stuff that I do, I'm not messing with it like that. Um, but yeah, you guys let me know what you guys do. How do you avoid this problem? And is there any way around it? I mean, somebody might tell me, you know, it is what it is. You know, if it rains and you're trying to do your best not to tear up the grass, you try not to do the best to tear up the grass. I mean, we're not working with like light equipment. So I guess you got to tell the customer, hey, if I cut your grass the day that it's raining, later on in the evening, or afterwards, or the next day, you might have some damage to your lawn here and there if you see some. You know, not because we're trying to, but because the ground is so wet. So uh, you can either have me see, and I can't say that because there's some guys out there that's cutting a lot of lawns, so they can't wait on the grass to freaking dry 100%. So I guess I just gotta kind of calculate myself. But what do you guys do out there? They got a lot of grass that you gotta cut. Do you kind of wait it out? I know it's kind of like a dumb question. Uh, I don't believe they wait it out, but I'm asking: do you guys wait it out, or do you guys just wait till it's half dry or kind of semi-dry or whatever? Or you don't really know if it's really completely wet or dry until you get to the property, you know? So, I don't know. You guys let me know. Please like, subscribe, and leave your comment. Peace.